And the question was really about truth and reconciliation. And I've been listening to all of this from Northern Ireland, where we had to effectively disband our police force completely after our peace negotiation and stuff, because the police had substantially, well, you can't even say that they had lost the trust of half the population, because like folk have been saying here before, the history of policing in this country was such that they were never meant to have the trust of the Catholic community. They were put in place to keep the Catholic community in its place. And so there are real parallels, I think, here with the history of policing in the United States. But let me speak to the idea of a Truth and Reconciliation Commission. And I've said this to John privately and to Rico. Truth and reconciliation, from the experience of South Africa and from other places where it's been tried, is something you do when there's been regime change. When you've gotten to some place where the status quo has been redesigned in a way that addresses power imbalances. And the purpose of Truth and Reconciliation is to write into the historical record those things that have been written out or dismissed in the past. And in my view, having lived in the United States and worked with a lot of you guys, you're not there yet. You're really not there yet. You haven't got the regime change. You haven't got, and I mean, we here in Northern Ireland, we're 20 years after our peace agreement. We're not there yet either. These are really hard things. And for me, what we have to see is somehow a disruption of a status quo that is going to fight like hell to keep its power base. And that's going to happen because policing is local in the United States. There's going to be hundreds of little battles at the local level to disrupt that status quo in order to have some real purchase at a community level on how we are policed.